The New York Mets, for the past, I would say, 3 weeks, there were a lot of talks that Trevor Bauer was going to the Mets.
Thank God.
And I know a lot of Met fans were so excited, including this guy right over here, who now all of a sudden is so excited that he is not going to be a New York Met.
Who's excited?
You. But
no, I never
wanted.
Oh,
stop. You said that if they got Trevor Bauer.
Yeah, I said if they got Trevor Bauer, they'd have a really good rotation.
Yeah,
but
the best rotation in baseball.
Because I don't want you spreading lies on this program. That's
Yes,
definitely not happening. On this program, I specifically said, and I quote, want nothing to do with this guy. He is trouble. He is a head case, and he's going to get paid that is going to be egregious, and the contract is going to look stupid. And you know what it does? The contract looks stupid. His opening press conference, he's already fighting with one of the top Dodger beat writers in L.A. He's already fighting with The Athletic.
I love the guy.
He
fits perfectly with the New York Mets.
On social media because he's a moron.
All right,
he's a little bitch boy. Bitch boy. That's what he is.
Well, hold on a second. I think Trevor Bauer is a guy that is very well-rounded. You could say he's overrated. He won a Cy Young last year. And
that's
yes,
great.
Short season. Yes, he didn't play anybody.
We call it the Mickey Mouse Cy Young. That's what we nickname it.
If it's Mickey Mouse and he's pitching, his ERA is at 173. Give me a break. It's not
Let's
Mickey
Mouse. Let's see how he does in the National League.
Is close to under 1. I mean, all in all, I think Trevor Bauer, he really wanted to be a Dodger. He wanted to go home.
Fine.
He claims that he didn't. And we have a clip. It's so interesting and so intriguing because, to me, this was taking a shot at the New York Mets. Any way you slice it and any way you dice it, it's so funny because the guy that asked this question is MLB Network's Al Leiter, who was an ex-New York Met, ex-New York Yankee, and practically played his whole career in New York. Listen to what Trevor Bauer says to Al Leiter.
So if you could take us into the process right at the very end. I know the Mets were in it right to the very end. You agonized over it. You grew up nearby in Santa Clarita, went to UCLA. Wearing that Dodger blue uniform, was that the separator between you signing there and not in New York?
Obviously location, location didn't really have an impact on it. It wasn't like I really wanted to come home necessarily or not. I was looking for a partnership with an organization. I was looking for a chance to win. I was looking for someone who could help me become a better player and someone who was open to me helping other people if I can. So just the way the organization handled it the entire way through was very respectful of me and my representation. They were very respectful of the process. They were very open-minded to everything. And just the talent on the field, the talent in the minor leagues, the whole system, the people that are here.
Hold on a second. That's awesome. I love Trevor.
Why is it awesome?
I think it's so funny.
One of a team that you don't care about.
First of all, I don't hate the Mets. Everybody knows me.
So then why do you sound like right now a guy
because
that
it's funny.
You're antagonizing a situation
I am not antagonizing
You are.
anything.
You're an instigator that likes to stir the pot of something that's ridiculous.
I'm not stirring any part here.
And I'm going to tell you this right now.
Not a pot, not a part, not anything.
The Los Angeles Dodgers, they better hope and pray that this guy pitches well. Because if he does not, he will take that $45 million option. And the Los Angeles Dodgers could wave goodbye to one of the best players in baseball in Corey Seager.
They're gonna say goodbye to him anyways. They're gonna say goodbye to him anyways because they're not gonna resign him.
Let me tell you something. You think this is gonna help the situation? It's not. He's a clown. He literally made this decision like he thought he was LeBron James. And it was so funny because John Heyman actually broke the news before his video came out. That's how stupid he is with social media. That's one. Two, he then sends out a ridiculous apology during the Super Bowl. Are you kidding me? I'm not crying. I'm happy he's not here. Are you kidding me? I'm thrilled. I didn't want him.
Oh,
I did. I wanted no part of him. He's trouble, man.
If you listen to that video and you just hear what he has to say, Al Leiter tried to make it short and sweet and easy to answer, and he really dug in with his answers.
That's fine, and they're the defending World Series champions.
To me,
what do you want him to say?
When you think of who he is as a player and what he has done in the league, he's done nothing. Trevor Bauer has done nothing. He's played a couple of games in the playoffs, and he was, to me, one of the best, most dynamic pitchers I've seen in certain aspects of his game. One of the best curveballs in baseball.
He was so dynamic. He cut his hand on a drone in the playoffs. That's how smart he is. He's a smart dude. You know what?
Nobody said
I guess you know what? I guess you two could hang out together.
Maybe we could. I mean, we'd be good friends.
Stupid is as stupid does.
I don't know about that. I'm not Forrest Gump. I mean, Trevor Bauer is a guy that I would not hang out with as far as social media is concerned, because if I did something stupid, it'd be all over social media. So I wouldn't be hanging out.
He's done stupid things on social media. He's been known as
a racist.
That,
Josh.
Yeah, he's a racist.
Okay.
He's a bully.
Okay.
And he's admitted to it, and he knows he's made mistakes.
What has that have anything to do with he just said to Al Leiter?
Because it's the kind of character guy that he is why I didn't want the Mets to sign him, one. And two, he's not worth the money or the headache.
Well,
he's not worth, because if he sucks in New York with social media, the media would absolutely dismiss. He's already getting into fights with one of the top Dodger beat writers on Twitter.
All right. I've heard enough from you.
What are you doing?
I've heard enough from you. It's all about what the Mets should have done or could have done or they didn't do. And as far as I'm concerned, maybe they made the right decision. Maybe they didn't.
No, they did.
If Trevor Bauer goes out there this year with that pitching staff and wins 19 games and pitches under 3, he pitches in the 250s or 260s, you're not going to be saying that.
Is that worth the hihighest average annual value
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You put
No, it does, because you're sending a message.
It puts you on top of the National League and in
matter.
Arguably a third starter to that pitching staff. They just gave Buehler a 2-year extension.
He's going to take that option, and it's going to hinder the Los Angeles
Dodgers.
Oh,
my God. Cry. If you have a rotation,
am I crying about?
If you have a rotation,
you facts, Jack.
Yeah, well, that's your facts.
All right.
Because when he was going to the Mets,
that's not my facts.
When he was going to the Mets, Josh, you were all happy and grand saying, the Mets.
I said it could be a very good rotation.
Oh, very good. You said the best rotation in baseball.
If they offered him $30 million. And I said I would cap it at $30 million. When I heard that they offered him $40 million, I said, oh, my God, I hope they don't do – Speedy, I texted you. Did I not? And I said, oh, my God, if the Mets give him $40 million, I'll shoot myself.
You were so proud of the New York Mets when he was going to the Mets.
Nope,
yes, you did.
I was so happy he didn't go to – You're first off, because that's nonsense.
That's nonsense.
Right?
You didn't say that.
No, I did not say. I said the Mets rotation. The Mets rotation is still good.
You told
without
me.
Him.
All I'm saying is, if you look at the big picture with that interview with Al Leiter, it's taking a shot at the New York Mets. It's not even a question. You hear what he had to say. He wanted to go to an organization that is going to let him be himself. He wanted to go to an organization that knows how to win. I mean, every single thing that he said in probably 6 or 7 sentences would tell you that he had no thoughts, no obvious opinion to go and decide to go to the New York Mets. I know he said his father and him were talking about making the right choice for him and his family for their future. What future does he have? He could go there 1 year and decide he doesn't want to be there and jump ship for $41 million or $42 million. So it's very interesting when you're looking at Trevor Bauer as a player and maybe just as a personality for the MLB. I don't care if he's arguing with beat writers. I think that definitely sells to writers, newspapers, magazines, who he is as a person. Do I think he would have fit in New York? I told you, I don't think he would. With the press and the way they attack people if they're not winning. And the Mets, as good as the Mets look like on paper, they've looked good many, many years before on paper and really didn't do nothing. And how many players and how many teams that we've seen the Mets have get attacked by the press? We've seen it many, many times. And the top players always get attacked. And knowing that a guy like Trevor Bauer, who loves to be on social media, loves to speak his mind, it would absolutely cause a lot of problems, not only with the new management and new ownership. It would just absolutely obliviate what the Mets are trying to do as an organization. So was it a good move not signing him? On paper, no. But as far as the future, probably. I don't think it makes any sense why the Mets would have added a crazy person who likes to put his 2 cents into everything or throw his baseballs into the dugouts or out in the center field or because he's mad at a coach or a manager or whatever he was mad at. Maybe he was just having a nervous breakdown or something. But Trevor Bauer is a very intriguing, very interesting
He's an idiot.
person. I think it's going to be fun to watch him in LA. I really do. I think he's going to get
Personally, I think he also tried to take the easy way out, personally, because he couldn't handle New York.
Well, the Dodgers, first of all, the Dodgers won their first championship in almost 20-something
That's fine,
years.
but he also talked the big game when he went to free agency, saying that he wanted to start a certain number of games. He said, I want to start every fourth day. Well, that's not going to happen with the Dodgers. So when you make out statements like he did and you retract them, that kind of makes you sound like a coward and a clown, because it shows me that in the future, when he wants to deal with contracts, what team in Major League Baseball is going to want to deal with this guy?
It's not going to be me, and it's not going to be the Mets. It's not going to be the Yankees.
Thank God.
But I will say this. I know the Mets are looking for new packages, new blockbuster moves. And before we go to break, I will say this. After listening to you guys get so excited that the Mets might be looking to make a move and bring in Matt Chapman
They're not getting
as their third baseman and give up a top prospect or two for him, I think it's a big mistake. And for you guys to say he's a top 5 third baseman in the league, maybe defensively, I disagree with you. Absolutely,
I'm not going to argue this with you, because I wasted all my energy on Trevor Loser, so I don't want to waste my energy anymore on that situation.
I like the last name, Bauer. Bauer hockey sticks, Bauer skates. I love it. Trevor Bauer is one of the most unique athletes.
And he's not unique in a good way, in my opinion.
Well, that's not true.
He's also a self-centered dude.
That's fine. He changed the game. He has changed the game.
How do you change the game? What do you do? What, with social media?
He's turned into the bad guy, and I like that. I like somebody that likes to cause drama. It's what makes the sport even more interesting to watch. How many people want to see Trevor Bauer lose or get killed?
Oh, I can't wait. But I tell you what, I can rewatch the Conforto home run against him 2 years ago over and over again in a loop.
Well, that's good for you, but I'm just saying, a lot of people are going to go against him. A lot of people are going to want to see him not succeed, and that's what makes the game so fun to watch, is watching a guy go out there and shut people up. So we'll see if he can do that.